Hey there little ones, your guitar sage. Today we're going to learn how to play Teach Your Children by Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. This is a really simple tune and I'm just going to jump into it right away. I won't play the whole tune of course, but I'll play each part, verse, chorus and that sort of thing. I'm looking at my chart here on my screen, so I'll be referring to that. Any of the techniques and what have you that we're talking about today in this video, if you're a real newbie and you don't get some of the concepts, how to hold the chords, how to strum, things like that, check out yourguitarsage.com, and I've got a great instructional ebook there that will help you with all this stuff, and they all support these videos that I do. And two, it'll show you how to get a hold of the chart. So instead of always having to write down these chords here, you'll have the charts. So here we go. I'm going to jump into it right away, and then we'll talk about all of the bits and pieces. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. This is the intro. Teach, and this will be the verse. The children well. And the verse plays that 4 times, that basic part through. We'll talk about, the chord structure here in just a second. I just want you to hear it too. So the chorus is going to go. So, really, that is the entire tune. Okay, let's talk about the chords. Really, it just does this D, G, D, A thing the whole time, except for in the chorus we do D, G, D, B minor, and then a split measure of G, A. So, here we go, let's talk about it. First off, the chords you're going to need for this tune are D, G, A, B minor, and that's it. Unfortunately, there's a bar chord in this. Yeah. Okay, so the intro and the verse are going to do this motif. A motif is a musical idea, a repeated musical idea, and so here is the motif that you will be doing for Teach Your Children. It does a measure of D. First off, the song's in 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Or actually 1, 2, 3, 4, that sort of thing. Okay, so D for a measure, G for a measure, D for a measure, A for a measure, and that would be the intro. Here's the verse, same thing. D for a measure, G, D, A, okay, and the chorus is D, G, D, measure of B minor, and then a G, A. Okay, so again, it's a measure of D, measure of G, measure of D, measure of B minor, and then a split measure of G, A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and it doesn't hang on that D, it goes straight back into the turnaround, or that motif that we were talking about, which is D, G, D, A. Okay, now the rhythm structure on this is going to be like, okay, and I'm going to break that down. It's going to go, okay, so it'll be like a, new to this sort of strumming, check out my video on strumming and check out that ebook. I've got a whole battery of strumming techniques that you can use that will really help you out with this. And but let's break it down. It's slowly. It's going to do this. Just grab one chord and go. Okay, and that's how you want to practice this rhythm. You can't just throw all these chords in together and practice this rhythm at the same time if you're not used to doing that, okay? One thing at a time. Maybe just learn the chords like I was doing before, like 3, 4, you know, learning like that, and then do the strumming. Okay, kids, that's going to be it for today on this one. Check out yourguitarsage.com if you haven't already, and hit subscribe, and by all means, go practice. See ya.